This is Huruma, one of Nairobi's fastest growing estates. It's densely populated and a popular spot for tenants looking for cheap housing. But Huruma has also become infamous for its killer buildings. In just 2 years, 5 buildings have collapsed here, killing more than 60 people. In December 2017, the Buildings Inspectorate at the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development audited all of Nairobi's buildings, and Huruma was the leader in the number of unsafe buildings. 388 buildings in Huruma alone were reported to be very dangerous, while 323 were reported as unsafe for tenants. Residents can easily point out the buildings marked unsafe by the National Construction Authority. This residential building is one of them. The landlord has opted to make renovations to meet the required standards. But his tenants are still living in the construction zone.
Kawaida ya nyumba kufanya renovation na kuanga watu watoke ndani, ifanywe renovation, engineer kuja angalie kama nyumba ni mzuri na kutengenezwa ndio iendelee mbele. Sio la sivyo nyumba zifanywa renovation kama watu wako ndani. Adari yote inaweza kutokea at any time.
We managed to gain access to the building and filmed this footage secretly of how these residents are living. This building was actually condemned and it was supposed to be brought down. But what the landlord is now doing is to do renovations while tenants are still living in here. And as you can see, narrow, poorly lit corridors under construction lead you into the homes of more than 70 residents. We asked to speak to the landlord, but he is not willing to meet us. The construction manager, however, says they have met the required standards set by the county planning officials.
They want you first of all comply with them. Yule mtu utapata anafanya hizo mambo, yule mtu anafanya shortcut. Kuna mtu unapata anatengeneza plot Saturday mostly Saturday and Sunday. Hao ndio wamepitia shortcut.
Na wao wanalipa pesa.
That one is there.
Those advocating for housing rights like this man are too afraid to speak out openly. He says landlords involved are powerful and can be dangerous. So we must protect his identity.
2 months back, there were so many buildings that were marked X. But it took like a week or two, all the X's were gone. But the demolition was only done to 2 houses. The example of one landlord that we know is the one that his house actually have collapsed, I think, twice. Yeah. He's known and he has more than like 3 more buildings within Huruma that still are not safe. They have cracks. You know, if you go to complain, nothing will still get done.
Napita hapa, unavuka hapa, naenda hivi.
These underhand dealings mean that residents like Anne have to live in unsafe houses built on the sewer line.
Mimi naishi hapa. Hapa ndani.
Hapa ndani. So hii building ni yenyu? Na hii sewer ama hii nini inapitia hivi inapitia hapa?
Hii ni sewer jamba inatoka huko juu. Sasa hapa haikupata mahali pa kuchimbiwa hizi nini za makarabati. Sasa ndio naona inakuja hivi, lakini inakuwa imetoka na huko kwa zile plot za huko juu kabisa.
Na hauhofii that hii nyumba inaweza bomoka?
Gani?
Hii nyumba yenyu.
Sasa hii yetu naona tu iko sawa, lakini tupande ndio inakuwa na problem.
So hii yenyu ya hii side iko sawa, lakini kule unaona ni kama inaweza bomoka?
Labda pande hii.
Pande nyingine. About 5 minutes away, Kate welcomes us to her single-room house.
Welcome. Asante sana.
Just last month, the county had asked all tenants to vacate her building in a matter of 24 hours. But that decision was quickly reversed.
Ilikuwa marked.
So what happened after wali mark?
Nothing happened.
Wali renovate?
Iko tu hivi vile iko, vile ilitengenezwa, hakuna kitu wamefanya. A building, as in haiko poa from the look of outside. Vile unaiona tu nje, haiko poa. It's dirty. Unaona vile I said, uko chini. As in, kuna mali, kuna space huko kwa nini, kwa tap. So hapo hata mfunge gate anytime, hapo mtu anaweza ingia.
Huruma ward administrator in charge of inspecting buildings on behalf of Nairobi County government says that their work is transparent and above board.
Mimi nitaona nyumba kama raia wa kawaida. Mimi ama ni administrator. Kwa hivyo macho yenye nitaona hiyo crack ni ya mtu wa kawaida ambaye hana expertise. But sasa kwa sababu mimi ni administrator, nikipata hiyo ripoti ndio nitaichukua, alafu nifanye nini? Niandike, alafu nipeleke. Sasa hao ndio wataenda huko kuverify the magnitude or the impact yake.
The problem we are dealing with is so huge beyond our capacity. So you find these situations where people get away with some of these anomalies. And we are talking about estates. If you go to them, they are overcrowded in terms of the concrete, in terms of the number of people. So there's that possibility. We cannot rule it out.
We leave Huruma with many unanswered questions. Buildings clearly earmarked for demolition are still standing tall. Tenants continue to live in unsafe buildings, and Huruma remains another tragedy in waiting. Asha Mwilu, Citizen TV, Nairobi.